You ever wonder...
I don't wonder. I do.
Yeah, but do you ever stop and think about your, stellar career?
Jack, I live it. What is your point?
Well, see, you wrote that big expose back in the day, right? Toppled one of the mob families.
Yes, Jack. I was there.
Right. So now the family's gone. Out of the picture, but suddenly we got these hitmen popping up out of thin air, just poof, and somebody drops. They're silent, efficient, and deadly.
So? What of it?
Well, makes me wonder. What if the other families saw an opportunity, figured, why get our hands dirty? So, they erect a firm, a company to offload their dirtiest work like a Real Murder LLC, you get me? What I mean is, you did something good, but maybe the mob, they made something better. For them, worse for us.
I sincerely hope it's those 5-cent novels speaking. They're clearly frying your brain.
Maybe. But what a way to go.
Avast me hearty. How was the bay?
Stinky.
Yes. Well, the place could use, as the forefathers would say, a touch of gentrification. But did you find anything useful?
I did. The cops are neck deep in the shrew racket, dunked like a breadstick in a bowl of melted mozzarella.
That spells trouble. Either for us or the shrews. What else did you come across?
Well, looks like there was some kind of a deal between the cheeseleggers and the ringleader of the crooked cops. Goes by Sims.
Captain Sims?
One and the same.
Terrible news indeed. We need to tread carefully from here on out.
That ain't all. There was this scientist of sorts there. The way he carried himself rubbed me all wrong, and not in the good way. This ain't your run-of-the-mill trafficking ring, Cornelius. I can feel it in my gut. Either that, it's something that I had for lunch. Either way, something much darker is going on.
You have to dig deeper, Jack. Little lives depend on it.
You don't need to remind me. With the cheeseleggers in play, the cops likely headed for the wetlands. That's where I'm going.
Good. Get some solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Hard evidence, Jack. Harder than a diamond-laced Grana Padano.
Jack, listen up. If you're planning a trip to the countryside and happen to end up in the wetlands, there might be a little something you can do for me. No stink this time, I swear on Shrew Thicket.
Oh?
Yeah, see, back in the day, I used to run a small processed cheese side gig. We did stuff, all sorts of stuff, for all sorts of reasons. Way out in the swamps. Anyway, I came up with a really great recipe, real special one. Problem is, I forgot it. You'd be helping me a ton if you could find it. It's called Perfect Bog Fondue.
Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Won't make it water, for that matter.
Appearances can be deceiving, Jack. Track it down, and I'll be in your debt.
Yeah, just add it onto the pile. Crooked trees, crooked roads, and crooked stairs. Welcome to Curdsville. All sleepy and hollow, just the way I pictured it.
Turn around and leave, Shell. This ain't no place for a city mouse. Bad spirits, yeah, here? Old sins, unknown forces.
I'm looking for the family home of Miles Curd. That the big one overlooking the village?
And why's that, huh? You don't look like one of them cheese-snorting shysters. What you want with the likes of Kurds?
I'm on a case, helplessly trying to straighten out the world's twisted string cheese.
Oh, mon pauvre bête. Then you best hold on to this little thing.
And don't sell yourself short, lady. You got some muscle for a...
Ain't what I meant, she said. Take this Gree. Keeps misère at bay, Shell. Might save that heart of yours.
Thanks.
On va se revoir plus tard, Shell.
This is fine. Well, you look at that. Remember to use both barrels. What in the Hornbacher? I'm sure there's a nice, rational explanation for this. Yeah, somewhere. Great. A bunch of zealots, loaded with guns, rags, and just the right amount of crazy. Ah, the church. That rings a bell. Evening, sir. The name's...
Don't care. No visitors.
But see, I'm a PI and...
Gumshoes stain carpets. No gumshoes. Scram.
How about a little tune on the world's tiniest violin?
More stubborn than my ex-wives. Get lost, or else.
That mansion's calling my name, but first I need to get rid of that grumpy obstacle. How?
Care for a little fortune-telling, Shell?
I'll pass on the crystal balls, but I'm all ears for ideas on bypassing old jerks.
Oh, that's easy, baby. What scales a deadbeat husband more than a hungry gator?
I don't know. Responsibilities?
Close. Ex-wives. The more the meaner.
I'm not sure I follow.
That old caretaker? He got a history of saying forever and meaning for now. Find 3 wedding rings from his ex's shell. Man sees 'em, he'll chafe like a soggy crawfish shack. And just keep that gree-gree close, no?
Oh, coot! Lollygagger!
3 rings. Sure. What could possibly go wrong?
no-good womanizer. That's sorry excuse for a husband. I'll show him irreconcilable differences.
You know, losing that wedding ring might help you let go.
Oh, say, how about a revenge dinner first? Help me cut that bum down to size and who knows, maybe something more?
God forbid. I get cranky when I'm stuffed.
Sure, fine. I'll show him what's what. On my own.
Nope. Power, no key. Classic. Maybe a little too classic. Whiz bang, clickety clack. I deduce the power's back. Boy, the hoops I jumped through just to get a damn key. Bing buzz honk a pound, there goes cheese from underground. I'm a poet, and didn't even know I was rhyming those words.
Thrown down the well. Just like that. No sorry, hun? No nothing.
Sounds like your husband is a real downer. Why not let go of that ring and give him an earful, huh?
You know what? I might just do that.
This place sure could use a wraith waster's treatment.
Thief! Oathbreaker! There's no takesies backsies in marriage, husband!
I'm not him. Well, might have to light her up another way. Usually bullets have all my problems. Might have to light her up another way.
sending someone else to do his dirty work? I'll tan his hide myself.
Well, I'd rather not miss that. I live again.
I wasn't. I love you all. No, of course, Felicia, you're my favorite. No, but...
At least it worked.
Uncle Take Carer? You there? What's all that ruckus down in the hall?
Ruckus? Probably nothing, but I'll take a look, just to be safe.
Alrighty-o. Come on in.
Who's that, the help? Some long-lost kin? What the hell are cultists sniffing around here for? Sense a strong lead with this one. Huh. Most peculiar. So the BMP's officials are keeping an eye on the cult members. What's their angle? What are they looking for? Picking up phones in weird places wasn't really my game, but this one was asking for it. Hello?
Betty Lynch has scratched off the picture.
What?
And the cheese curds have crumbled.
This is the operator. There's been a murder at the secret show. Miles Curd is dead. I repeat, Miles Curd is dead.
Millie was in good hands here. Me, though, I had more questions and not a single answer in sight. Vivian's nowhere in sight. Yeah, I don't know.
The quite big affair was all a hoax. No war, no nothing.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? I was there, bozo. Got the purple spade and scars to prove it.
I'll double check my sources. Maybe triple check.
Me on a big job. I gotta stare at this bulb and make it crack with my mind.
All we doing? These cheese leggers outlive their usefulness? Yep. So we plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom like sky high, then we're out of here.
Oh man, you really went hard.
What's this raid about, huh? What are you coppers up to?
I don't know, man. I'm just following orders.
Really? I'm sure you can do better than that.
The boss said, plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom, like sky high. He said we gotta clear out the swamps, rid him of those cheese-legging scum. They're no good no more. Outlive their useful.
All right, enough. I get the picture. Now I gotta find the cheese-legger's boss before the crooked cops get him. That's the same bird I saw at Waller Bay. A clue, a lead, and a good laugh. What more could a mouse detective want?
Stop it flying!
Well, hey there, old-timer. What's keeping you busy?
Cooking cheese curds for my boys, and that cheese be tasting fine. Gonna kick them hard in PE, and together we will dine.
Huh. Say, good fella, does the name Perfect Bog Fondue ring any bells?
Well, I ain't heard that name since I was just a boy. And I can bring you up the game so you can spread the joy. Wait. Whoo! But if you want them secrets, you gotta help old me and fetch me my recipe. Ah, man. And fetch me my list of things. Marty, who be asking for this?
Heard of John Brown? He's looking for a recipe.
Ooh, Lord. So my boy, Mad John, be keeping this. Ooh, it's hardly a surprise. He was nuts, a lang a mess, and cheese guggling was his vice.
You handle the stories, I'll handle the thingies. That old hilltop haunt. Spookier than a tomb and half as inviting. Just need to find a way to slip inside. Here goes nothing! Some of them thingies. back, and trouble tagged along.
Boy. The song
No cheese leggers in sight. Got a whiff of yeast, though. Them thingies are coming together. Got an eldritch feeling about this.
Carmen Bolger.
What in the absolute...
Silence! The dissonance! The song! Do you hear it?
No.
The unknown! It sings!
Yeah, I can sing too, but you won't like it. Some of them thingies. Them thingies are coming together. What the hell was that? Here comes the law. Ludicrous speed. No looking back. Boy, these woods are real dark. Almost like dark wood. Maybe it is all connected. Cheese and crackers. The heat's already here. Damn. I need to find the cheese luggers pronto. Something for a sharp-nosed detective like me. You the boss here, fella?
I was. What?
All right, so who's the boss now?
It's a... man. This was too beautiful to be real.
What do you mean?
Them prospects, you know? See, we did a gig for that red lining coffee. Yeah. Toss them shrews out. Shove them. Somewhere out yonder. Then build some nice homes. Shops too for us. Yeah. I even threw in some cash to get the whole enterprise running. All we was after was the fondue business. But man, no. They don't fool us. Lie to us. I just sweet you goddamn couillon.
Who lied? Talk to me.
Them cops. That sleazy's a science ball. Maybe someone else too, eh? Why we even get into moving them shrews? I hoped a nice home. White picket fence, you know? Glass half full kind of thing. Everything was going fine. Route was clean, straight through the depths. But then they sent them all.
Can you say that on record?
I'm done for, man. But you watch out now. He's coming.
Hey, stay with me. Help's on the way.
He's crazy. Out of control. Gonna deep fry every left.
Rest in cheese, buddy.
Would you look at that? A scummy gumshoe knocking off swamp rats. That's nae against the law, mucker.
Crap. If I stick around, I'm melted goods. How the hell'd you get here?
Ooh, I've been waiting for your PE and singing to myself. I hope you got them thingies.
No, still looking.
Well, what's that look, my boy? You got like a misbegotten shrew. Go get them thingies, quicker scram. Shapass off with you.
Now let's hope the geezer comes through.
So, you better have them thingies.
All right, I got everything here.
So this quest is done and dusted. We've been moving to the next task.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Next task? I ain't got time for next task.
Oh, you sure are a downer. A moody mopish mouse. You could use some cheesy powder to sprinkle on your scalp, sweet. Well, look, I've got the paper to brighten up your day. Just give that to Mad Johnny. It'll fix him right away.
Okay.
Well, since you're saying your goodbyes, I've got one more thing for you.
Sorry, old-timer. Not happening.
Say your prayers, Sleuth! I'm coming for you! Now where do you think you're going, Jackie boy?
Oh, come on.
Have a taste of it!
Persistent bastard. Let's see if there's anything worth taking. If there's still a him to take from. This mess went deeper than a breadstick and hot mozzarella. It was time to wedge it into the rest of the puzzle. Now where's Corny?
Sup, Jack? Any luck finding that recipe I told you about?
I did, actually. The wetlands are sprawling, but you wouldn't know it. I ran into an old fart of a cheeselegger who handed it over, and mumbled something about a Mad John in passing.
Oh, Mad John, you say? Never heard of him. Anyway, thanks for bringing this to me. Now, how about we expand the menu, eh?
So, Jack, what did you pull out of the swamps, huh? Tell me it's something useful.
A big red-line disappointment, Corny. These cheeseleggers were just middlemen relocating the shrews for a quick buck, making the district clean, nice, and strictly for mice. Heck, even the cops seemed like they were on someone else's payroll. It's all just some cheapo supermarket cheese, layer upon layer upon layer. And right there, sandwiched between all those layers, this sleazy scientist keeps popping up with his sleazy look and even sleazier ideas. Can't quite put my finger on him.
Well, I know you'll crack this case. I'm sure of it. But that redlining business is deeply troubling.
I wouldn't believe it myself if it weren't for the dying words of a disillusioned cheeselegger. Poor sod.
Is that pity I hear in your voice, Jack?
No, it's just a cold. And I hate being used. I can't stand seeing people treated like tools by those crooked creeps in fancy suits, flaunting their ill-gotten authority. You know that better than anyone, Corny.
Excuse me?
We've both seen war, Corny. Or did that slip your mind? We were the tools.
Right. Well, Jack, I think it's the best course of action is to hunt down those cultists, scientists, and put an end to all this ruckus. They seem to converge in one spot, right?
Yeah, maybe. If the depths is the route, then I need to get neck deep in it too. The hell's Manja and Manja, or Secret Show? Both got cult fingerprints all over them. Nah, gotta talk to someone who speaks street and majors in crazy. Sense a strong lead with this one.